Medical tourists killed in Mexico. This is a sad headline that is a stark commentary on the state of America and the decline of respect for this country and its citizens over the last decade, basically. This is Dr. David D. Shine, and welcome to this special episode of Saving America. And saving America indeed is an important task at the moment with the many challenges that we Americans face. America's been struggling, but this is a point that I made in my first book, Decline of America, 100 Years of Leadership Failures. Unfortunately, I'd hoped that book, which was released in February of 2018 on President's Day, would help bring awareness to the need to improve the presidency and see if the United States could get better organized, get rid of the partisan bickering, and move forward toward making America more secure externally and internally, but also improving the status and the quality of our civilization. And sadly, we've been dealing with quite a few challenges here. I feel with Joe Biden, we've reached the bottom of the barrel of presidency. I'm surely hoping that we don't get any worse. And in the meantime, we've got China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea licking their lips and laughing at us as they abuse the environment. So much for this environmental sensitivity nonsense that's been going on. And frankly, if you want to talk about an existential threat, it is to America's security, certainly not this nonsense about climate change. First, America must secure its borders. It must act to crush the drug cartels in Mexico now, not later. When we see the headline about Americans killed and 3 missing on the other side of Mexico along the border, it tells us that Americans are not safe, and it's because the government of the United States is not respected, or at least feared, by the terrorists who are running these cartels. Second, about the same time, a headline that says, Iran and Saudi Arabia are restoring diplomatic relations. That in itself is concerning, but the fact that China is credited as the mediator of that situation is even more disconcerting. The United States has lost its position as being the primary source of bringing the world together. And this is indeed another existential threat to the United States. Third, it gets better. There's a recent headline that China is ahead of the United States in roughly 45 out of 55 measures of technological advancement and accomplishment. The next war will not be a typical ground war. It will not be what's happening between Ukraine and Russia right now. It will be a technological war. The United States will need to control space, will need to control technology, will need to have a safe electronics and technical system parallel or beyond which nobody has seen so far. We put a man on the moon first. We've been a leader in a lot of different parts of technology. We need to get back to that and stop allowing China to steal our valuable technology. We've got to stop exporting our technology to China and other countries that cooperate with China. This must return to, unfortunately, what I witnessed, which was called the Cold War. Folks, we are in Cold War II, and we must win it. And the only way that we won Cold War I was by the fact that Russia and an incipient China at that time knew that they'd be wiped off the face of the map. They might hurt the United States, but in doing so, they would destroy their own country. Sadly, we must spend the resources now to assure China and its terrorist buddies that will happen to them if they fool with the United States. We are not there technologically at the moment, but we must get there. We've got to get past the partisan bickering. We've got to stop throwing money down the toilet for useless programs. We've got to stop supporting half of the country that's not working by soaking taxes out of the other half that is working, and stop talking about taxing the handful of billionaires and start talking about spending money on defense, sending everybody else out to work unless they're legitimately disabled and truly unable to work. Time to get out there, get to work, get the job done. And America can do this. This is Dr. David D. Shine for Saving America. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.